Greetings all and welcome to another episode of the Sega Wall Pick Up. I'm Sega Zombie Scott Brand, and I think it's been about 3 weeks since I last done my last pickup video. I picked up a few nice bits and I thought it was about time I do another video in front of the camera and show you guys what I've picked up. Let's start off with this. Now this was a trade that I've done with a fellow admin on Retro Realm, and that's a big shout out to Anthony Webber, Ant Webber. And yes, I've got myself another Game Gear. Now this one's had a full recap refurbishment and is really strong, great screen. This is the one that I'm looking, I don't know if you've seen my previous video, but this is the one I'm going to be looking into getting a screen mod done on it. So yeah, have a new LCD screen put in because I'm really keen to see what they look like. And yeah, so I've done a trade with Ant. I had some PS2 games, yeah, a big load of PS2 games and a PS2 that I'd reconditioned. I'd cleaned it up and sorted the laser gain out. Yeah, and I've decided, at the moment, I'm collecting a few original Xbox games. I've sort of half-arsed was collecting some PS2 stuff, but I've decided to knock that on the head for now. You know, I can't be asked with PS2 at the moment, so I've traded that in for some nice Sega bits. So like I said, I've got this Game Gear, which lovely condition, and then I got a few games. Now I've got a load of games, so I'm ever so sorry, Anne, I can't remember which ones I got off the deal in you. But he also did chuck me in some really nice Mega CD games. I say Mega CD, Sega CD, because these are all American. Look at that, the double switch. It's a game I don't have, pal, so really chuffed to get that. It's in pretty good condition as far as these cases go. The hinge has gone on one of them, brittle. I think these are actually even worse than what a Dreamcast case is like. But yeah, that's double switch. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Looks like an FMV game. I never did play this back in the day. I do believe it's got Corey Haim in it. I could be wrong. But yeah, really looking forward to giving that one a blast. And then next up, offhand, in the same deal, I got this one, and that is Dracula Unleashed. Again, American Sega CD. This one is all in complete, no hinge damage. The instruction manual there is underneath at the front. I think a lot of the American games, they're sort of like the instruction manual and cover all in one. Yeah, and the 2 discs in very nice condition. That's not bad at all. I'm really pleased with that. And again, it's another game I do not have, PAL. So yeah, looking forward to giving that one a blast. Next up, in the same deal, I got this one, Prize Fighter. Now this one I do have, and if you've seen my previous Mega CD video, you'll see this features in that. Yeah, it's not a bad game. Again, FMV, where you at certain times have to, you know, push the controller or a certain button a certain way. Yeah, and that helps you in the fight. It could have worked, this one actually. It's not bad, but yeah, the controls are a little bit unresponsive on it. But yeah, a nice idea, and as you'll learn going along the way watching these videos, I have a soft spot for these full motion video games. They're cheesy, they're great, I love them. That was it of the Mega CD off that deal, but he did chuck in, which I'm really chuffed to bits with, because I didn't know he was going to add these in, and these are these little Tiger Sonic handhelds. Now, I pick up a few of these little LCD games. I do have the Grandstand, Afterburner, and a few other little ones, but it's not something I've gone out of my way to start collecting. But with Ant chucking these in, you know, I haven't tried them out yet, but there's something appealing about them, and yeah, they look good. I've got this one, Sonic 2, and he also chucked in this one, Sonic 1. So they both look in really good condition. Yeah, they're going to be a nice addition to the Sega Wall. Thanks again, and awesome. Cheers, bud. And that brings us on to the next deal I done, and that was a bundle deal that I bought off my Sega brother Ryan Connors. Big shout out to Ryan. He sorted me out a load of Game Gear games. I'm not going to go through them all because there's actually quite a few here. But yeah, stacks and stacks of games here. We've got, oh, I can't even read that one, but we've got Super Fantasy Zone, which plays really, really well. Fantasy Zone on the Game Gear. I've been giving that a right blast just lately. What else have we got here? Lemmings. We all know Lemmings, don't we? Devilish, which, yeah, that's quite interesting. Little sort of puzzly, sort of bit like Arkanoid, but you can move the bats. Yeah, I quite like that. It's not bad. Shinobi, which I've been itching to play these on the Game Gear again because I haven't played them since way back when. So yeah, Shinobi, awesome. What else did we get? Just have a look at a few more. I've got Haley Wars, which is a Taito shooter, which, yeah, not bad for the Game Gear. It's pretty good. I need to give that a closer blast, that one. Give it a bit more time. I did have a quick go on this. Streets of Rage. You know, as you know, most of these are straight ports pretty much of the Master System games. But yeah, you know, I'm starting to like this Game Gear collecting. Pengu, I've yet to play that one. But yeah, again, looks like a puzzly platformer. And Spider-Man, I did give this one a quick blast. Your typical sort of like action side-scrolling platformer affair. But yeah, another one to add. Most of these are all unboxed. I'm not too fussed about the boxes. I think I'm going to collect certain titles in the box, boxed and complete. You know, things like Outrun. You know, ain't necessarily got to be the rare and hard to get games. Just the games that I remember and I really liked. So yeah, I'm not too fussed with cart only at the moment. Another one I got, Alien Syndrome. Now, I remember really liking this game back in the day, but it's not one I'm that keen on now. Seems okay, just maybe not aged well. What else have we got here? G-Lock. This one's pretty good. I need to give it a longer play, but yeah, Axe Battler. I keep saying this about all RPG games. I've got to give them more time. I've got to do this. Unfortunately, at the moment, because of work and family life, I don't get much time for RPGs. But I will be taking some time off or whatever and dedicating some time to actually play through some of these RPG games. Maybe this one, as it's on the Game Gear, I will get through it. We'll wait and see. And obviously I had to have, and I will be getting this one boxed and complete, and that is Outrun. Again, yeah, plays pretty solid on the Game Gear. So yeah, another great one to add. And like I said, these are all mostly off Ryan. And there's a few more there. Mortal Kombat. Ninja Gaiden, which is another Master System game I really love, and it plays exactly the same on the Game Gear. Great little game, really chuffed with that. There's a few more loose here, like Sonic and Castle of Illusion. Yeah, and another Axe Battler. So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. That's a great start to my Game Gear collection. A massive shout out to Ryan Connors, awesome mate. Oh, before I forget, actually, there's another thing that I got in a bundle from Ryan, and that's this. Dr. Robotnik's Creature Capture. It's one of these like fan-made hacks. Oh, what's he put in here? See, like I haven't even opened it. Oh, awesome. We've got the instruction manual to Devilish. Brilliant. And the Game Gear instruction manual to Global Gladiators. God, let me put my teeth back in. Oh, that's brilliant. I didn't even know they were in there. Awesome. Cheers, Ryan. And yeah, it's not badly made, but yeah, it's one of them fan-made games. Yet to play it. Ryan assures me it's really quite fun. I think the spin on it is that you are playing, obviously, Robotnik, and you go around capturing the animals. So yeah, it's sort of like a puzzly platform element going through, I believe, looking at the back there, the original Sonic. Could be wrong, but yeah, really chuffed with that. Really looking forward to giving that a blast over the weekend. Awesome, Ryan. Right, next up was a deal I got off Ryan Gerard Bailey, I think is his name. Sorry, Ryan, if I've got your name wrong. He's sold me these Dreamcast racks. Holds 10 games. Now I've got this mad idea and I'm sure lots of you have done it, but I'm thinking about seeing if I can get hold of a load of these and trying to put my full set in it. Well, nearly full set. I'm 30 short of a PAL set, but I'm contemplating the idea of displaying them all in these. And these are in fantastic condition. Ryan done me a great price on these on the Galaxy. Really chuffed with those. Whoops, I've got 2 of those. As you can see, there's the other one. Absolutely brilliant. Really chuffed. I think I might set up my sort of favourite 20 in there and see how I feel about them, and see if I can integrate that sort of racket into the wall somehow. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Next up is a deal I got off Bradley, also off Galaxy Sega, a great Galaxian, and he's sold me Eternal Champions. Challenge from the Dark Side. Now this is like the sequel to Eternal Champions on the Mega Drive. I remember loving this game way back when. Again, it's like a Mortal Kombat clone, but this is actually really good. It plays really solid. It was a bit lost back in the day, probably because it was released on the Mega CD. Not everyone got to hear about it or play it, but it plays really well. A really good game. It utilises the 6 buttons, and the same as Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. It's really good. Really solid game. Pretty gory from what I remember. Really looking forward to giving this a blast over the weekend. This only turned up a couple of days ago. The discs are in really good condition. The manual looks really nice too. Really happy. It's the first Mega CD PAL game I've bought in a while, because the prices are just going up and up. And like I said, Bradley done me an absolutely brilliant price on that. Really chuffed. Thanks, Bradley. Awesome, mate. And what else did we get? Also, my Sega brother, Tom Batten, is on the hunt for blue spines for me, and he managed to find this one. Again, it's a game I've not had a chance to play yet, but it's all complete, in awesome condition. Tom Batten, everything I've ever bought off him, every single game is in absolutely pristine nick. Clean, absolutely gorgeous. Used to love Beavis and Butthead like most of us did back in the early 90s. I've never played the Mega Drive game. Never ever played it. I've heard bad things about it, if I'm fair. But it's a blue spine. And as you know, I'm obsessed with blue spines at the moment, and I'm trying to get as many as I can. Which that leads us on nicely to the next one. And that is Probotector. This one's off Raymond, my retro brother. I'd run lots of raffles for Raymond on Sega Galaxy and Retro Realm, and he cut me a brilliant deal on this. I've already got Probotector, or I did already have Probotector, but it was incomplete. It didn't have the manual, so I've been trying to track down the manual, and they do pop up from time to time for about 20-25 quid, but I've not seen one that I was happy enough. Raymond showed me this in absolutely fantastic condition, the manual and the cart. The only thing that's missing is the little hang tab, but I can live without that. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Awesome, Raymond. Another great deal you done me. Really chuffed to finally have Probotector complete and in the wall. It was one of the big hitters that I had in the wall that has niggled me that it hasn't got a manual, because I do try and buy everything with a manual if I can. And that's one that I've for a while just been thinking, got to get a manual. So yeah, awesome, really chuffed with that. Also, Raymond sent me a free gift, and that's this awesome original 1991, I think it is, Sonic Spinner, which was all the craze back then in the really early 90s, late 80s, was all the spinners. I don't know if you remember the Coca-Cola ones and the like. This, I think, originally used to flash different colours and things like that, but unfortunately the batteries have gone. But it was a free gift that Raymond's chucked in. Really chuffed with that, Raymond. Awesome, thank you, mate. And that leads us on to the final couple of things I got, and this was off another Facebook group, and that's some Atari Jaguar games. Now, I don't know if you watched my last video which focuses on the Atari Jaguar. It's a console that I really did enjoy back in the day. Not many people got to play an Atari Jaguar because it was pretty much dead in the water as it started. It took a lot of flack. I think most people can relate to Alien vs Predator. They all wanted to play it, but not everyone did get to play it. I can't remember at the time in how I had the money, but I had the money to get an Atari Jaguar. I jumped at it, snapped it up, and it was mostly on the back of Alien vs Predator. But you know, I did discover some great games, and in my last video I did mention Super Burnout, which was a game I was really after. It's cart only, but I'm really chuffed with that, with the price I've paid. I've been playing this loads, guys. It's a really great sort of like Super Hang-On rip-off, and really high frame rate, great graphics for the time. Yeah, it plays really solid, really smooth game. Really have been enjoying this. I played it a lot over the last couple of nights. Really great game, really happy to have it in the collection. And I must say, at the moment, I'm really enjoying the Atari Jaguar. Yeah, I've been blasting it loads. And then also in the same deal, I got this one, Evolution Dino Dudes. Now this is one that I'd never played back in the day. It plays like Lemmings, that sort of style game. Yeah, it's sort of like a one-screen platformer puzzler where you've got to get your cavemen either out of the screen, or they sort of evolve over time, which is really quite cool. On the first opening level you have to find the spear, and then when you invent the spear you then move on, and then you can use the spear. And yeah, it's a great little puzzle game, nice little visuals, plays very similar to an Atari and an ST or an Amiga game. So I'd imagine that's where it's from originally, off the Amiga or something like that. But yeah, great little game. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, that's my pickups over the last couple of weeks, guys. I hope you're enjoying the Sega Wall. I've got loads of ideas. I've just had a load of new equipment turn up. That's why I've been a bit quiet on the YouTube at the moment. So I'm just getting the head round that. I've got my new game capture device, and I've just got a new microphone. I'm also looking into changing how I film, because at the moment I use my iPad for everything, but I'm looking to maybe use a camera and do more things, you know, so I can run it through a laptop. And yeah, it's going really well. I'm really loving doing the YouTube channels, and I hope you're enjoying watching them. So until the next time, I'm Sega Zombie. Goodbye.